everyone. Welcome to Ponderings of the Priest. Today we're going to talk about fear. And I think fear is something that almost all of us live with. And I'd like to ponder a couple of spiritual solutions to how to live in the times that we are fearful. So what is fear? There's an acronym that I have heard that I like, that fear is false evidence appearing real. I think that's good. Fear is that when we get into fear, we're usually afraid that we're going to lose something that we have, or we're not going to get something that we want, or that we're not going to have an outcome that we're hoping for. And it's all really, I discover more and more all of this stuff is really rooted in self and self-centeredness and complete self-absorption. When we're in fear, we're completely lost in ourselves. We're not in the moment. We're not in the day. A lot of times we're thinking about not only tomorrow, next week, next year, 5 years from now, and we start to spin out of control. And one of the things about fear to help us recenter ourselves is to realize that fear is not of God. Fear in our society, in the world in general, is a multi-billion-dollar industry. The news industry feeds off of it. Security industry feeds off of it. Advertising industry feeds off of it. If you take an objective look at everything you read and watch on television, you will discover that 90% of it is fear-based. And what we can realize, what is helpful, is that fear is not of God. One of the things that Jesus says most frequently, if you read the Gospels, he says, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. In Matthew 6, he says, I tell you, do not worry about what you will eat or what you will drink or what you will wear. The lilies of the field, are they not clothed better than you? And the birds of the air get food every day. We see it in the history of the Bible that even the people of Israel wandering in the desert got food every single day. All of their needs were met. And if we look back on our lives, we can see that all of our needs have been met. Did we get everything we wanted? No, absolutely not. And that's probably better. Really, it probably better. So faith balances us with fear. You know, it's said that fear cannot exist where there is faith. And it's that wonderful story of the man who's sitting in the pitch black and he's despondent and abandoned and alone, and he cries to God and he says, God, can I just have a little light, please? And God gently says to him, no, you don't need it. Take my hand and I'll walk through it with you. It's just so incredibly powerful for us to make the decision that we're going to, as best as we can, have faith that all will be well. Do not worry about what you will eat or what you will drink or what you will wear. And then we respond to Jesus and we're like, well, Jesus, that's really easy for you to say. But we have this faith and fear tension, and we can replace fear with faith. Courage is faith that has said its prayers. And the other thing we can realize about fear is that fear is a vampire that saps our hope. So our solutions to fear are prayer, of getting out of ourselves, gratitude, remembering what it is we have to be grateful for, and just keep moving forward and don't stop or give up. So that's the pondering of the day, of how do we live with fear and how can we give it to God and live a life of faith. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day.